In ancient times, when the northern winter storms hadn't yet reached the fertile lands of the royal continent, all of its nations united in a single, powerful empire, the likes of which the world had never seen before, nor has it seen since. The empire flourished and prospered, trading with the desert continents in the east and the tropical jungles in the south. The warm, temperate climate provided ample harvests and prosperity. But one day, the watchmen in the northernmost lighthouse, on the shore of the Sea of Cold Winds, felt a wind that was not just cold, but sharp and freezing. Surprised, they desperately gazed toward the horizon until they saw thick, gray clouds. The clouds were approaching so fast that the watchmen wanted to sound the alarm. Barely had they reached the top of the lighthouse and lit the signal fire when the clouds loomed above them, and a gust of frigid wind froze them in place. This was a threat that had hitherto never been seen. The manifestation of winter itself, heartless and relentless, surrounded by a swirling halo of perfectly symmetrical and deadly snowflakes under its control. The concept of winter itself was unknown to our ancestors at that time. It came after the devastating war with the Frozen Queen, that very same manifestation of cold and brutality. Everywhere she went, she brought with her storms, hurricanes, and blizzards, ice and snow. She subjugated entire cities to her will. Her powerful ice magic charmed warriors and bent their hearts and will. Legend has it that mighty, brave warriors became hunks of ice, or golems. The magic deformed cowardly souls, turning them into small, incredibly bloodthirsty goblins. And that's how the Frozen Queen gathered her forces. The war went on for years, but eventually, with the help of fire-breathing dragons from the east, the Queen was forced to retreat. She escaped back where she came from, beyond the Sea of Cold Winds. Her frost magic left a mark on the entire continent, and since then, the kingdom has known winter. Many commanders have tried to slay the Queen, flying across the sea on dragons, or sailing there on ships, armed with chirosiphons filled with living fire. Nobody came back. Over time, history turned into just a story. The story became a fairy tale, and the fairy tale became a legend. People healed old wounds, learned to live with the weather, and created new customs, holidays, and traditions in order to forget. Or maybe the opposite.